Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 28 of the Great Pendragon campaign. This is the Anarchy period. I'm still your host and MC slash game master slash everyone else. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. Hope you all are doing well. Colin, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I came here for Fall Guys, and apparently we're doing Pendragon. That's okay, I guess.
Well, we can't all be winners, right? Jim.
Yes, I'm here. Just a quick word though, update for everyone. I hate fun. I hate monkey shines. I hate tomfoolery, especially shenanigans. I was raised Southern Baptist, so that means no fun, no drinking, no fornication, no dancing, no cards. I don't even know what I'm doing here. But
no
I'll see
dancing, no cards. So
no dancing, no cards. Especially.
The whole feast system is like verboten.
What am I going to do?
You.
What am I going to do? Anyway, well, I'll make it through somehow, God willing.
Good. Well, then let's see what your responses are for today's opening thing. In lieu of a poem, instead we're just doing a cold open. All right, so in Sir Erwin's dream, we begin. In misty woods, we lay our scene. Sir Erwin, armed for combat, wanders in the woods until he spies the three-eyed giant kneeling beside a small black-haired girl. The girl is telling something to the giant in his ears. But however, both the story and the girl are a little bit too far off and too vague. However, upon first impressions, they seem familiar. Something calls to you to go closer, but something else demands you hold yourself back. What does Dream Erwin do?
I think Dream Erwin, given what he heard at the last feast, he's gonna go forward.
All right, cool. You move forward, cautiously or kind of open.
I mean, in a dream,
yeah, in a dream. Do you know
he's like armed and for battle.
You're feeling lost, and you see this
cautiously, but nevertheless towards them.
Sure. You glimpse the girl, and you know her, to your surprise. She is the youngest of your Grain's daughters from the time at Tintagel.
Oh.
She still has that laugh, and that's sort of what gives it away. She is laughing with the giant over something. And then the giant and her beckon you forward upon notice. They come over. They come to you, and the girl kisses the giant on the cheek before kind of leaving and kind of bowing to you before running off into the woods. The giant opens his big old mouth and goes, "Here are the words I told the girl. Merlin departs for Rome, seeks Virgil's notes. He tells you, for all that is best is in hiding."
For all that is best, he's in hiding.
For all that is best is in hiding.
For all that is best.
So he probably hid Excalibur. Oh wait, no, we know where Excalibur is.
Yeah.
Okay. Cryptic.
Yeah.
Giant wasn't nearly as talkative when we first met him.
No, this is the first time you heard him. He has that real big, deep, gravelly voice that I can only barely emulate.
So can I respond?
Totally. Yeah.
Where can I find you again?
The stones. Your legs. He points down to your legs, and you see snakes and vines are beginning to wrap you up.
Ooh.
You panic, but you wake up, and there's a barn cat on your leg.
Not my lucky one.
No. Check
right.
Trusting, but you're going to take a -1 misfortune.
Okay.
As you wake up in a cold sweat.
Right.
But you did approach, so you go ahead and check Trusting.
Cool.
All that is best is in hiding. What is best?
I mean,
I don't know. People have different
I
opinions
have-
about
I-
what is best in life.
I have an idea. I don't know that Erwin would have this idea.
Yeah, I suspect that's a reference to like a certain boy king who might have been born.
Sure. Same.
Well,
But it is suspect. I'm just about to make up a word, so I'll be quiet.
Mhm.
Suspicion.
well, I think there's a nice dramatic irony of, I think us know what he's referring to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
definitely not our characters.
Certainly not. Yeah.
So we're in the year 497. We're finishing it up. I think we wanted to maybe do a raid.
Didn't we do rating last?
No, we did do a raid. That's right.
Raid on Raid Chan, light casualties.
Right.
I think we only had winter phase left.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned raid. See, Jim, you got me messed. I thought we
I
did, but
Yeah,
you
no,
mentioned
I
it,
feel you.
and I was like, oh, I guess we didn't do it.
Always looking ahead to the next raid.
Yeah, it was 498. So
Raids and feasts. That's the big
Raids and
takeaway from
feasts.
this game is learn how to
Anarchy,
raid.
baby.
Yeah. Cool. So let's go over and transition to everyone's favorite winter phase.
In top hay.
The spreadsheets
Do we have
are
justice?
actually the first thing first. We do experience rolls.
Yeah, I got a couple of these, I think. I get actually not as many as I thought. All right. Doesn't get more vengeful.
Sorry, I have to move some of the stuff on the fly, y'all. Chat. Sorry. I
Doesn't
upgraded
get
my
more
computer.
honest.
I upgraded my computer, and since then, this is the first proper Pendragon role-playing game stream since then. So all my stuff's a little out of alignment.
Sadly, I do not improve my sword.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit hard at a 20.
I think
Even
that's
though you won the duel.
I have nowhere to go but up. Like I'm at 20. No wait, you can improve from experience rolls if you crit, right? Because I have a 20. I
Oh
have to fail. No, I can't fail.
no, I don't think you can.
Okay, yeah, no. Now it's pure profit.
Are those your rolls?
Yeah, I literally only had 3. Unless we also do our NPC improvements.
But we do that at a later point.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Energetic continues to not improve.
Elude you.
Uh-huh.
You have it
Nice,
checked
isn't it?
every year.
Every year. This the first thing I bought was the damn apiary. Right. Spiritual's still the same. Is that check to trusting? Is that
Yeah,
for,
it's this year. Yeah, it's 497.
Hey, trusting goes up.
Really got to take better notes. I'm looking at my list of NPCs, and 3 of them, I just have a name and then parentheses asshole. So I have like no context for who they are to Garrett.
Intrigue goes up. Siege.
Yeah, this was a good year for intrigue for you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Siege stays the same.
Ooh, wait.
Sword. Oh, wait, we just
No,
said
I
that.
didn't. I wouldn't have gotten a check to siege because I was
Lance
laid
boom.
up.
Wow. All right, Lance and intrigue and trusting all went up.
Nice.
Is Lance from that
Yeah.
jousting?
The lists? Yeah.
That implies to me that like Erwin's hunkering down and getting ready for something. Like between intrigue
Yeah.
and Lance and no, not siege.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His siege is enough that, like, with his defense value, it's a 20 whenever he has to roll it.
nice.
Yeah, that's all my experience rolls.
Okay. Colin, do you have the names of the people who you have as assholes? Maybe I can find them in my list.
I think they're, as someone pointed in chat, I think they're related to taking my squire. It's Eddern to Chicksgrove, Mythia to Sheridan, and Glorade to Allington.
Oh yeah, those are all assholes.
In particular, I remember Glorade really pissing me off.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we have finished our experience rolls. Are you all 35?
No. We should be able to do math to figure this out.
I don't know.
23?
I don't remember how old are you. You're
We
pretty
were we're close. I'm 33, and I think we're 34.
34. Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, so not 30. So no, 1 year, I guess. So
Yeah.
next year, this 48 is the first year we begin to age.
Fuck.
It's not 45?
No, it's 35. If your knight is 35 or older, you begin to roll in the aging chart every year.
All right.
That's different from the NPC.
Oh, from the NPC, yeah.
Yeah,
Household
survival rolls.
Oh yeah, you don't have to
Gotcha.
roll your own survival roll.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, yeah.
brutal.
No, but I love that. I mean, the implication there is being a knight takes about 10 years off of your life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
would.
that follows.
We've already got some gray hairs, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. You definitely do. I think
Yeah.
I'm still inordinately handsome.
Well, one of my
Youthful. Vivacious even.
one of my pride and joys of this campaign so far has been like the transition of you all from being bright young squires hunting boars to these grizzled 30-year-olds being like, I don't, get away from me. I don't want to.
Well,
Yeah.
what I love about it is like when you're starting out, you want to use all your passions as much as possible to get that bonus.
Mhm.
And then as your skills start to develop, you need them less and less, but you've also been burned by fumbles when you're rolling your passions. So you're less likely to call on them. And I feel like it really mirrors the young and full of fire and energy versus the I've seen it, I'm going to rely on my skill and experience very
Yeah,
well.
you really have to remind yourself to like trust in your passions and the things you care about.
Mhm.
So good. Game is so good. Speaking
It's
of
so
good
good.
stuff. Oh,
And it's so good. The game doesn't tell you to do that. It doesn't it doesn't have a mechanic where as you get older, you use these less. That's just the sort of player psychology that it creates with the rules, like an invisible curriculum. Sorry.
no, you're good. I'm also kind of wondering if your camera and your voice are desynced.
Really?
No, I think they're okay.
That seems
Okay.
good to me.
Okay. Maybe it's just me.
This fucking update. You know what? I checked the sound settings. Now I'm going to obsessively check the video settings too.
I mean, it's too late now.
No, though. What if it weren't?
Household member survival. I don't think we have anybody we have to worry about. Everyone, all of our children are in tutorings.
I have to check for like my mom, my uncle-in-law and stuff.
Right, but no one in our immediate family.
Let's see if Dwayne kicks it.
Nah, he's gonna outlive you.
That's true.
I have Helid has one more year.
Ooh,
And then of course Hrugar has
I think my mom just died.
Oh my
How old
god.
is my mom? She is 6. Yeah, she died.
Is she
she died.
65? Oh man.
I
Well,
would have to imagine.
hold on,
I don't.
let me just put my
I have
notes in the fucking
all right,
garbage
let me look
as
at
we overhaul what our spring's gonna be like.
Hold on. Anodyne de Widford. She was born in 440, so that would make her not 65.
No,
I
we're
don't think-
497.
Okay,
So she's 57.
she's 57. All
Oh,
right. I
oh,
knew
she-
she was getting
she had a-
close to that last bracket.
Okay, so hold on. Let's canonize this a little bit. Roll a d6 for me. She's okay. Like she's fine.
Yeah.
But she had a rough patch with an illness. Because that's
Okay,
what a cause
yeah.
of death female elder would, on a 1 would be an illness. So
Okay.
so she made it through. She made it through, but it was tough.
Touch and go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I like that. And then this one is actually kind of important as well. Yeah. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 12 will be fine no matter what age category you're in.
Moriad
Yeah.
is not allowed to die until Gareth gets his investments worth out of him.
Oh yes.
Jim, do you have any that you need to roll
Yeah,
besides?
I rolled my 2. I rolled Helid and
Oh yeah,
and
an
eighth grade.
18 and a 12. No problems, no fear. Then I think that takes us
Yeah.
to economic circumstances. Now we go over to the spreadsheet.
The
Those
spreadsheet.
spreadsheets.
I have
Yeah.
come come to fear this spreadsheet.
Can we
Let's
do
see.
justice events?
Well, we will be doing the justice events in just a minute. I need to calculate everybody's current misfortunes.
Probably this is probably like
Colin?
almost none, really, if you think about it.
No, that's not true. So far, I'm looking at a 25 misfortune at Cholderton. Yeah, 25.
Sounds right.
But we also have to do the peasants, so that might adjust it. Furthermore, Winterborn Gunnet, we're looking at a 19.
Okay, that's gonna be.
Children, it's only because you were rated and stuff. That's where the
Yeah,
extra
I
9
do
came
remember
in.
that.
The base, also, I rolled very high. A base of 16 sucks. You're working from.
Hey,
that you know
happens.
what? I keep forgetting. Technically, no. You all have a -1 to this. Your
Oh,
apiary
good.
technically gives you an additional -1. Cholderton, know what I'm going to do continuously, as this is a factor of it, because I never end up rolling additional stewardships for all your other houses. But what's her name? Nesta. Thank you. Sorry. Nesta has that additional secret, which provides you an additional -2 and -1 to misfortunes.
She hasn't paid that off yet?
No, it's not a debt. No, it's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's supernaturally lucky.
That's right.
Everyone thinks she's cursed, but
Just really lucky.
yeah. All right. Now we do peasants and justice events, and if I recall, justice. We do. Okay, that's not the. This is so after we do the justice event, then you will measure your concern for your commoners against hate, and then that result that will determine the pluses or minuses to fate. We have like Frankensteined so many little systems from the different books into this one, but it works. Okay, so the first thing to do is a justice event. I assume Erwin still has the highest honor, so for this year. So I'm gonna go with you.
He has the highest glory, but not the highest honor.
I'm sorry, glory.
Yeah.
All right.
A
peddler and
this
a priest.
again. Another adulterer.
Is it the same one?
I mean, it's obviously it's your priest for sure.
Yeah.
The Snape dude.
Yes. I will continue in a show of good faith to side with the priest. It's this
As a
peddler's
sign of good faith.
thorn, right?
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
as opposed to this peddler who's this persistent problem. We got to get together and deal with this peddler.
Sure.
Roll justice.
Yeah, roll justice. I fell off a cart, my lord.
Oof.
No.
I don't know if he's ever been
All
just.
right. So here's what I would say. This is something that we haven't actually done a lot in this game, but if you could choose to be just in this moment, and let me present you this option here. You can choose to be just in this moment. However, then you must check arbitrary for the following year. By doing that, though, if you will still side with the priest, and you won't suffer any backlash, or you could choose this, and you will suffer backlash this year.
Gotcha. I mean, if I can choose, he would side with the priest because I feel like it's an unspoken arrangement that Erwin looks the other way when this priest just causes trouble so that he doesn't cause trouble for Erwin.
Okay. Then you don't have any minor troubles, but go ahead and check arbitrary.
Okay.
Right, that's what happens when you fail the justice. But it doesn't necessarily, and furthermore, your hatred or anything doesn't go up or down.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Do you want to go ahead and test that? Hatred.
Test arbitrary now?
No, hatred versus concern.
Oh, yeah. So my hatred is nothing. Concern.
Cool. So then you just test your concern.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. I believe a success is -5. Success is -5 to your fate. Chalderton
Peasants are
-5.
finally
So you're going
showing
against
their due deference.
You're going against an 18. You did pay your tribute this year. You actually paid double tributes.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Taxation is theft.
All right. Gareth. Let's look at you, my friend.
Yeah, Sir Gareth.
Let's do justice.
Libertarian.
I'm gonna
Okay.
color this orange for justice so I can find it faster. An attractive and flirtatious widow and a farmer, an exchange of verbal insults, and a horse thief. Okay.
So I think
this was initiated by a stolen cat.
I think a farmer is the one accusing the attractive and flirtatious widow and being like, your brother is a fucking horse thief. So why wouldn't he have stolen my cat? Like, all right. Gareth. Not super into giving a shit right now, apparently.
Same option here. You can choose to be just, however, you will check arbitrary, or you can say no, and roll the dice. And by roll the dice, I mean, do you have to test hatred? No, you don't have to test hatred. I'd rather have a fictional outcome for this.
Gareth is trying. He's still, he sort of broke that vow to not drink and like eat good food lately. It seemed like a lot of extra stress, but he's still trying to uphold, like, be the better knight. So yeah, no, I don't want to go arbitrary on this.
Okay. That's fine with me. Let me just go to my notes and make a quick little note.
It's an attractive and flirtatious widow, Gareth. I think Gareth is just so happy to be alive that he's functionally dead from the waist down for this whole year. Like, it's not on his mind. It's absolutely not on his mind.
Yeah. So you side with the farmer.
Yep. It's like, I understand your brother is a horse thief, though. And was recently caught trying to sell mittens made out of cat fur.
All right, Alwena is their name. Perfect. All right, go ahead and test your hatred versus your concern.
Okay. I love it. The love of landlord is still 3. It's been 3 for like a decade.
Build them a mill.
They love
peasants love mills.
I don't know why I fucking said anything. God damn.
No. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. That's fine. You have no modifiers to your misfortunes.
Okay. Well,
now we test her
so
stewardships.
no penalties. That's good.
Yeah. Put a 0. Why does this one not have paid the yes category? Whatever.
Stewardship?
Yes, test our stewardships.
Okay, where's my steward? This is wife's stewardship, not my hired stewardship.
I mean, you can use whichever one's higher.
Okay, I'm going to go with the one I pay because he's a 19. Success.
A success. Also a success. So then here comes misfortune. I'm going to do an order that were rolled to me. So Colin, this one's for you. D20. Less than 18.
Ooh, nuts.
Okay. You beat it.
Yep.
And Chalderton, also an 18. $16. Okay. That means, Colin, you're living at a normal, but then you get docked 2 levels to impoverished.
Oof.
There, you're normal. And then your lifestyle result is impoverished. The way around. And then, Erwin, you are just impoverished.
Yeah, I figured. That's
I mean,
the whole
I
reason
don't
he
have to
went
get knocked
raiding.
down. Yeah.
Just like to supplement this.
So to get you out of those ruts, you're all gonna have to pay, basically 8. Normal is 4. Rich is 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So honestly,
4.
I kind of like the way this works because basically your rolls are always going to kill you, and then you need to spend money every year, which means you
Yeah.
have to go raiding. This actually
You
works
have to
out
go
really
raiding.
well. This is kind of elegant.
Yeah. So I'm looking at impoverished here. It looks like our armor then is -1 to protection because it's not getting repaired and up.
Yeah,
all that.
it would be -1. All your lifestyle rolls are terrible. You don't want to do it. It's really
No.
bad. This is circa 480s, 485 when all your fields flooded.
Yeah.
Back when like there was an economy.
hmm
We wouldn't. Maybe that's I don't know what an economy is. Are we going to spend?
Yeah, I'm spending.
Yeah, I'll spend.
Makes sense.
Spending instead of
Are you
to
living
get up to normal or
4 to normal? Yeah. So from impoverish, it costs 4. It like poor to normal costs 2.
Gotcha.
Right. However, rather than paying it like 6 to go, you have to pay 4.
So I'm looking at my wealth and it says 21 Libra, and that doesn't seem right.
You have 23.
I feel like I lost track of my Libra a while back.
Well, I gotcha. That's why I got spreadsheets. Your starting treasury is 9.
Okay. Does that account the 6 that he got from rating?
No, I haven't included that this year. I put that in miscellaneous income this year. Can
Gotcha.
you all give me your miscellaneous incomes?
Yes.
I do incomes last, so that's why I haven't included it. That's fair.
All right.
Okay. Noted for myself. I need to make real quick. Let me add a note here. I need to change these spreadsheets so we do income first, then lifestyle. This way we can add everything up, give you your totals, and then you can say, well, here you go. You're at 17. Do you want to actually raise your stuff up? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's favorite spreadsheets.
Everyone's favorite spreadsheets. And it looks like my apiary made some money. Look at that.
Oh, good.
I never rolled my check to energetic though. I'll do that now.
We have okay, so there are a couple things to go over. Miscellaneous income. Colin, how much did you earn this year? I had you at 2.
Miscellaneous, I got 2.
How much did you earn last session?
So I have 2 for my dove coat, 1 for my tax on the ferry, 2 for my apiary.
No, you don't have any from your ferry.
Okay.
It got washed out, remember?
I don't remember.
Your ferry got destroyed into the spring.
Fuck.
I mean, there was a lot going on.
I do remember. Okay. Yeah, so that's...
But you got 1 billion Libra from the duel.
So
in the
5,
form of a
6.
gift. Yeah.
5 income.
You're getting 3 from your other manors. Actually...
So it'd be 8. No, because they're not paying me anymore.
No,
right?
they're not. They're not giving you any. No, everyone's too broke. So you got
that out. So
you got 6.
5. No.
Minus
normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And your lifestyle then will be normal.
Yeah, normal. So I'm gonna
4.
Yep, it's gonna go down to 19.
Any expenses on your improvements?
Now it's not the time to be building shit.
Well, I think there's 1 for your apiary, right?
Oh, maintenance costs, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, I have 3 for maintenance.
3 for maintenance.
Yep, 1 for the dove coat, 1 for the apiary, and 1 for the Bailey.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Technically, my Bailey gives me 1 but costs 1. So.
Cool. Wife's industry.
There we go. All right, wifey.
Thank you, Gilgamesh, for this new subscription.
Oh, almost a crit.
Additional $1.
It's turning out to be a good year for the Winterborn Gunnets.
Your final treasury total is 15.
That is so much better.
You have
than
lost.
I thought it.
You started the year at 23. I mean, I'm not including your winnings.
Yeah, because those are physical objects that have no liquidity.
Literal. You have literal treasure.
And those are just buried under the house. By the way, that's they're not display pieces. Fuck that.
No.
That's still so much better than I thought it was going to be. The fact that I only dropped 15, it's like, oh, love it.
Jim, your improvement expenses are 3 then as well, right? Dovecote, Apiary, and Palisades. Yep.
Yeah.
So then, you gain 1 from the manor. Other manorial income.
So my apiary just pays for itself, and then I got 2 for the dovecote, plus the income from raiding. And I built that wire, the fishery.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For the new peasants.
Yep, for the additional 1. You're still getting -1 from the. So you're getting 1, but you're also getting a -1 because of the field.
Yeah.
So you're breaking even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Make sure I did this right. My sheet's telling me you're at 0, even. At even 0 now.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm not double dipping here. 1 second. Am I doing Y and Z? No, I'm just doing W. Starting treasury plus income plus other manor income. This is riveting.
Actually, really important to me.
Yeah, this is what people come to see. They're like, finally done with the dramatic duels to the death.
Miscellaneous. Wait, am I subtracting?
Auditing.
I'm subtracting miscellaneous income. Maybe that's
we're not doing taxes.
There we go.
Auditing the tax mechanism.
Yes.
That's literally what we're doing right now, and I found it. I'm subtracting your miscellaneous income. You have $12.
Okay.
This is like fucking TurboTax when you put in deductions. You're like, fucking, let's go.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
I don't know. Let me deduct my clothes. I put the Goodwill. Oh, here we go. Cool. Now I'm getting $300 back. All right. That means I probably have the same thing over here. I'm subtracting AB.
I need more horses.
Colin, you're at 25. You
25.
made $2.
Sweet.
So I made
You made $2. this
2.
year. Yeah.
Even after tribute.
Yeah. Tribute's coming out of your lifestyle. So like that's pretty much how it ends up going.
And I think functionally the drop from, that's like almost 10 Libra right there.
Yeah.
Lady grade pastor industry.
Oh, nice. You get an additional $1 to do.
So 13.
Should be 13. Yep.
Sweet.
Cool. A little more simplified. Yeah. So basically, I don't know. I kind of like this idea where most of the roles for stewardships just are your base lifestyle, and then you have to pay to get out of the hole. And then you're also paying for kind of any additional improvements, and then also paying or getting any kind of extra stuff outside of it. I don't know. I think this works actually pretty well. This works out okay. This encourages like the main body of your manor and stuff is all covered in lifestyle. It encourages that's all kind of simplified, but then sort of we can play to flesh out how much plus minuses you want based through play.
Right.
And also this encourages you to go rating, which is what I want.
Yeah. If we had not rated this year,
you would all be kind of like,
it'd be in the hole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is which
Yeah,
seems
literally,
accurate for the time.
It took my very good professional steward and my very canny wife to just keep even after all that bullshit.
Yeah. Welcome to the Anarchy.
Love it. Love it.
Wonderful. All right. The most challenging role is up ahead. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Stable rolls.
Stable rolls. All right, here we go.
Oof. Measuring how much money you get a year, nothing compared to whether or not my horse dies. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is the most riveting role of the whole year, in my opinion.
Yeah. I currently have Dauntless and Cuthbert, my two palfreys. New. Perfect. 1 year old.
Right out of the oven.
Leggett, the charger I've had since day fucking one, my beautiful, beautiful charger, is sitting at a -4 to this roll. So.
Please, no.
Good. Leggett lives another fucking year. That's right. I feel like Arthur in Red Dead 2. He's a good boy.
All right. So we're only rolling for those that are over 7 years.
Correct.
All right.
I need to, thinking about it, I need to make a map of everybody's manors, including NPCs and horses, and so we can see them all in their glory. Give you all something better to look at than just the winter summary sheet here.
These are at
I appreciate you all here for
-4 as well.
the quality rather than the performative parts of a stream.
Oh, I actually need to roll for the other two horses, don't I?
You should be good, Jim.
Yeah, I think I'm
Horses are
good.
fine.
Okay. Ooh, that 3's a little close, but you said they're not.
Yeah. They're
So
fine.
you have to roll if things are younger than 7. It's just they don't get penalties, Jim.
Yeah. So if
Gotcha.
a 1 will still kill a horse.
One
but-
was still good. That's
yeah.
what I thought. I was just
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and we're
right
playing on
now-
easy mode, where it's not even a 1 or a 2. It's just on a 1.
Mhm.
Someone did the math, and they were like, "There's no way horses die this fast. Like half it." And they're like, "Okay." I'm just trusting that person's math. Shout out to you, random forum poster on the Pendragon forums.
Listen, horses are the most expensive thing.
They are. They're the mechs of their era.
Leggett wasn't my first horse. I just realized.
No.
Did you just
Two of them.
lose
You rolled
2?
double ones?
He lose.
Wow.
Let's see which ones he lost. He lost.
I'm sorry.
Tourney courser and
tourney
the
courser?
Saxon horse.
Wow.
Jupiter and his 2 11-year-olds. Man, gonna go raiding for horses this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. I just realized Leggett is not my first horse.
Oof, man.
Caesar was. Caesar died a little earlier on, though.
Amazing. How? Oof, Jim.
That Saxon horse,
Mhm.
too. That was like one of your
Saxon.
first.
That was one of his first
blunders.
And the tourney courser as well. It's my backup. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to go rate horse rating.
How many horses are you at right now? What's the current
I
stable?
have 3. I have 2 11-year-old. I have an 11-year-old palfrey, an 11-year-old Rouncy, and then Jupiter.
Jupiter's the
Okay.
horse that Satirius gave you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's your Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Up in the Childerton Hills.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think we have to do anything with family or childbirth, right?
Nope.
We're good.
Gareth
Or
is
not.
not bringing
Yeah, no,
new
we're-
life into this world right now.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little hard. I gotcha. Cool. Household member improvement. Go ahead and increase key skills or passions of 15 or less by 1 point.
Moriad.
Anything greater
Sword
than a
skill,
16 to 20, you roll a
5.
d6, and on a 6, they increase.
Okay, so this is Lady Elaine's
We don't know
stewardship.
anyone with.
And on 6, it increases?
Yeah.
Look at that. All right.
Wow.
Industry went up.
Your
Oh,
industry 20.
oh, no, her stewardship is
Oh.
16. Both stewardship and industry are 16. Elaine knows her shit. Knows her shit.
5.
Don't have anyone else's
No
skills.
improvement. Cool. We don't have to do family events. I got you there. Training and practice for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Let's look at skills.
Did we get our
I haven't
squires?
upgraded
They're
skills in a
17.
while.
Yeah, you got squires.
I mean, like, when did we get them? It was like they're 17, right?
Oh, like was it 2 years ago?
No, I
No,
thought it
I'm
was
pretty
last
sure it
year.
was last year. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're
Okay.
turning 16 now.
They're turning 16. All right.
Yeah, because that raid was the first raid with them.
Yeah.
And they turned
I'm
out.
going to put 3
make
into
you proud.
siege. And then
Yeah.
that leaves me with 2 left over. I'm going to put those 2.
I need to
Do
write.
one more in intrigue, gets me there. I've got 1 left over.
I don't think I'm going to do a skill. Although I keep failing, like, is it
1 more in
recognize?
So
awareness, I guess. Where's recognize? Recognize I could do. Heraldry. I'll do awareness. Entering the time of paranoia.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what? I'm going to raise I'm going to raise a trait instead.
Okay. Traits max at 19 and passions max at 20. Unless you're raising them through glory.
No, not yet. Although I will get a glory, a point for glory at the end of the year once we get there.
Nice. So what are you raising?
I'm actually thinking of raising energetic because it's starting to get a little low for my taste. But I might also might think for a minute because I don't have anything that's like close to getting that.
All good.
A couple of 14s.
Yeah, trying to get that sweet 16.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do like a double boost to 16 this year? Is that what you're
I'd
thinking?
love to. I have a lot of 14s.
Okay.
Or I've not a lot, but I've got like 2 other 14s, but they're not. But I'm going to raise my energetic from 13 to 14 because I feel like this last year was rather busy.
Right. Well, I was going to say, in the way the order of operations works, though, you calculate your glory before you apply the bonuses from glory. So if you can't like double tap past the finish line for the extra.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I only have 1 that's counting for glory.
Okay.
It's only 16 I got.
All right. Well, after that, it's calculating glory and then applying the bonuses. And if you got the 1,000, you got the 1,000.
I end the year with 4,900.
Oh, man. Let's see.
My name's Gareth. I saved Salisbury. I'm sorry, who? You're not on the reservation list.
No, I thought I called ahead. What? You hung up on me the first time I called. It's fine.
Let's see. Yeah, he's going to go up. He's at 49.18 plus 163. Last year was not a good year for glory. Yep, he's at 5,081. Sweet. All right.
I've closed the gap.
You really have. Well, yeah.
I've closed the gap to basically where we started. Because you started character generation with like 200, a little less, 200 more than me.
And then you had that jump, but then you made up for the jump. Yeah. Then you made up for it too.
It took me saving all of Salisbury from the legal predations of our neighbor to almost get back with you.
Well, maybe just have a better priest who writes amazing ballads for you, or go save the Duke.
To be honest, I don't like my priest. I don't think. We haven't had like any events around the priest really, which I think is like this disdain that Gareth has. He's like, I am British Christian. You are unnecessary to the day-to-day of my spirituality.
Yeah, I feel like between you and your wife, there's just no way. He's like, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna go tend my flock over here.
Yep.
I'm I tend sheep, not wolves. So
Yeah.
that's what he does. He just sat down.
Sheep, not wolves.
Not wolves,
It's
yeah.
a good line.
All right.
All right, it's a toss up between sword and constitution.
Both are good. Both are useful this year.
Are you going over
I
20?
think-
Is that what I'm
I would
hearing?
go over 20 in sword, and it would bump me up to a 17 constitution.
My personal recommendation would probably be Constitution, only because next year you're starting to get aged, and any little extra little,
Yeah,
buffer.
that was my thought as well. It's like you just need 1 point.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, right?
yeah, there've been several times where, all right, I'm gonna go con because that gives me major wounds 17, current HP 32.
Yeah,
32.
that's
Choice.
that's a good amount of HP.
Mine is 28, but my major wound is 16. Oh, I see how that because I forget your big your size.
Yeah,
is
he's
bigger.
got
You got
he's
the
still got
size.
15 size. Although I remember reading somewhere that someone was like, no one invests in dexterity. And I was like,
Yeah, it's true.
What would you need it for? Oh, yeah, so you don't get knocked down every time you fight on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Which in
And it's-
and of itself
'cause-
is good because I haven't really been enforcing it, but technically to stand up and attack, I think costs you, it's like a -5 to your attack.
Yeah,
Or attacking from the ground up is like they have an advantage on you, like it's like +5 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
We're so
remember
used
the
to being in a
minutia.
horse where it's the horsemanship that matters about getting knocked off.
Yeah, the game is very much around that.
All right.
Sword and dexterity goes with lance and horsemanship.
Yeah. All right. That's it for
Okay.
my winter phase.
Awesome. Then I think we are good here. We go to the beginning of 498. And did I do it? Did it work? I don't think it worked.
Seeing England.
And horses.
And horses.
Sorry. Okay, I had to manually change the year. Year's updated.
All right.
And let me get my notes for the year. Awesome. Gareth,
Yes.
I have bad news for you.
No, you don't.
Actually, I do.
Mm. Doesn't seem fair, but go on.
A stable hand comes to you and reports that your horses are sick. Something about the damp hay. You will need to acquire more this year, or for every horse that you check, you'll be subtracting a 1d6 to each roll. Your options would be come Easter. You can go pay an exorbitant sum to whatever merchants around, which will be to the tune of 1d6 librum. You could go take from your vassals and have to go we can role play that out and be like, sorry, dude. Or you can go without, or something else, or go raid for some, right?
You know what?
But yeah, basically your hay got all messed up, and now it caused him to get sick.
Question.
Yeah.
Does Gareth know who was responsible for the hay?
It's probably the stable hand who's talking to you.
Cool. I would like to test merciful versus cruel
Yeah, please do.
to see whether Gareth handles this well or handles it poorly.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, failed both. So I think Gareth is incoherent
Kinda
with
shocked.
rage, but takes it out on like the stable itself rather than the stable boy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just kicking the shit out of one of the doors. Okay, but when he calms down, I remember that I have Sir Pattern, that Silchester knight I made friends with a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm probably going to reach out to him and see if I can buy some hay off him.
He is. Wow, that's a deep cut. Is there pattern?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You met him at a feast, right?
Yeah.
My
It
notes
was,
say. I say
at a
feast friend
feast.
Gareth. Okay. Sure. I don't think he would be. Oh wait, no, he would be. Cause surprise news. Duke Ulfius and his retinue will be coming to Salisbury for Easter this year,
Ooh,
which is a big
nice.
deal. Prefer to make an intrigue test, but I'll also be willing to tell you a little bit about probably why he's coming.
Hell yeah. I
There's no penalty to.
failed nonetheless.
Okay.
Distracted. Moment of
It's
distraction.
a free intrigue test. Go ahead and do it.
All right, let me see.
Cool.
Passes.
All
Everyone
right.
passed.
Yeah. Jim, this has something to do with last year's affairs. I think him showing up here will make sure that, everything was by the book and acknowledges it. However, your successful intrigue roll lets you on that he also plans to come here and take his daughter back.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
we were without a regent, or not? We're without a countess.
yeah. So he's like, so you won your own way to go here. That's nice. I'm gonna take my daughter back here because I don't trust what's gonna happen here, and I haven't been able to see her.
I'm not exactly gonna blame him on that one.
Yeah, that seems the smart move.
and also, there's a good chance that he's might have to marry her off to someone more important.
It's true, right? Like she only has a claim so long as her kid is not of age.
Yeah. Now, 30 years down the road, when we're all around the round table, some asshole is going to be like, I'm the son of her, and ergo, I am destined to rule Salisbury, right? It's some weird niche case that comes
That'll be
from
great.
this. Yeah.
That'll be great. But you know what this means, though? Obviously, now that we've solved the external bullshit, Ulfius is going to come in and create a giant fucking power vacuum in Sarum, and now we have to deal with the internal bullshit that we've been kicking this can down the road for a couple of years.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Spoon. Yeah. Ulfius's daughter. Yeah. Roderick married Ulfius's daughter. Literally 1 year before the big fight.
Yeah.
Battle of St. Albans.
494 or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
He needed a son. All right. Cool. And then you all scrape by with no pressing spring raids of any kind this year.
Hey, sweet.
The only thing that of note was Garrett's sicknesses of the horses, but we'll deal with that during the feast. If there's no preemptive or proactive things you all want to do this spring, feast time.
I think that Erwin would start going out to his standing stone.
Yeah.
And I think
You want to follow up on the dream?
I think he's going to invite Nesta.
Ooh.
Because she's pagan, yeah, right?
Yeah. But have you ever opened to her about your faith or anything like that?
No. I just haven't made
Okay.
any. I've never made it a problem for her that
Sure.
she's not Christian.
Yeah. So what are you asking Sir Nesta to do? Like, obviously she's gonna come with you, but the question is, you go over to where they're at, right? And you just come with me, or there's some stones. Like, do you how much information do you give them beforehand, or is this sort of just get in the car, loser? What?
I'd invite them over to feast, sometime in the early spring before Easter, and have her. Erwin's not trying to be sly about it, but he also isn't going to be flagrantly oh, we're going out to that pagan shrine we have out back. Just while we're riding the grounds, checking up on the defenses, making sure the new peasants are settling in. he's just gonna be like, I've never told you this, but I have a some sort of shrine or something from the ancient Britons.
She eyes you quizzically.
I'm curious if maybe you know more. Well, honestly, there are not many people I would trust to talk about it. And he'll show her the out there to the standing stones.
Yeah.
Or stone, I guess.
Question for you.
Yeah.
This place hasn't been maintained, right? You let it kind of go.
I don't even think I have it on my manor sheet as like giving any kind of, I don't even know what benefit it would give me.
Well, here's the benefit is that it gives you checks to spiritual.
I have not been
or worldly, actually.
Worldly.
I think.
Yep.
Have you been redeeming those checks?
I have not. No.
Good. Okay. I was going to say, if you've been redeeming those checks, then this place has been maintained. But since you haven't, then it doesn't cost you any maintenance. But this place is also run down. It's kind of regrown again. You remember the time you were out here, like, shirt off, cleaning all this stuff out, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
it's been a long time.
Yeah, and it's beginning to grow over again. I imagine there's a lot of snow and stuff right now, kind of covering it. Sure. A lot of like dead briar kind of, vine kind of stuff rolling through it.
Dead leaves, things like that. Yeah, I think the last time he would have been out there is when he trained Colin.
Yeah,
they'd practice their.
It's a great dueling grounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like intended or not, the kind of visual symbolism there of like this was where you used to like train with your ex-spouse, and now it's all overgrown.
It's all overgrown now. And I think he's going to apologize. He's like, it's been some time since I've been out here. I think he's like, I didn't mean to disrespect the shrine.
No. She looks these over. These are much older than the ones that anyone I've seen. Here, look at this, and she'll bring you over some glyphs. And she says how she doesn't know what they mean, but she knows that this looks kind of like the one on hers, but those are technically like Pictish, right? Like they're like there's a different derivative, and they're obviously much younger because when the Irish came over and stuff.
Sure.
Even though this is still kind of ancient history, like pre-Roman. So she's like, this is fascinating. Have you had anyone else out here?
Not since my second spouse, Colin. We trained out here, but when I was younger, I would sleep out here. Just felt comforting.
Yeah. This place is powerful. Here. And she's going to show you for the first time kind of what she's had on her and her good luck charm. And she's going to show you a little like stone pendant with a similar glyph than the one she showed you. Only obviously there's some sort of like derivation on it. And say, this place is very powerful.
Powerful how?
I wish I knew. This is beyond me. We will need someone much older who would know what's going on. But this is amazing.
Would fairy lore have any? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do fairy lore here.
Because this is the one skill I dumped at character creation. I don't think I've ever used. Let's see if it's going to pay off here. Not quite. Something in my childhood I don't remember.
This slash. Well, she'll be able to tell you when she says what's powerful. No, she doesn't need to roll for this because she would know this. This is a place where the worlds can bleed through. This is like a ley line. I don't know what the origin of this was before, but I would know that a place like this sort of stone, that sort of glyph, like this is part of a warrior's path.
Do you know which way it leads?
Yeah. To the realm of death. Like this is, and this is sort of like where you
Erwin
would go.
thought it was a
Yeah.
path through the forest.
Right. And she's kind of she's describing it more as like like metaphysically.
Sure.
That this is, now I'm not like an expert at pagan myth or early
Sure,
Celtic stuff.
Neither am I.
Um,
So.
But I do understand the idea of that there is sort of a ritual where you're able to literally walk into another realm.
I think I've been to such a place.
Yeah.
I think I've been to such a place before. With
Really?
yes, out. Is it De Vries, Castle De Vries that we were when Charlie did that 2-shot with us?
The Duplain.
Duplain. Near Duplain, the druid there was accused of something. I don't remember.
You were involved in that?
Yes. Involved. I was present. I didn't. It was all like a dream, honestly.
Wow. She's
Do you know?
she's being like hesitant to you only because she's like, you're kind of like opening up. They're like, I actually know a lot about this stuff, right? And she thought she was just like being like babies first,
Sure. I'm gonna ask her. Do you know anything about a 3-eyed giant?
She like nearly drops the stone that she was holding. What? Oh, yeah. What? 3-eyed.
Twice it's appeared to me in a dream.
Yeah, he's a guardian.
Guardian of what?
My grandmother would tell me stories that he would snatch you if you were being bad. I don't know. He's a protector of something or another, or a boogeyman. He's some sort of child of someone or another. She's some sort of deep lore.
Yeah. Well, something. I think Erwin might take this moment to sort of not like tell her everything, but just kind of. There was a year, maybe it was 2, right after Gareth and I were knighted. We were on garrison duty, riding around on the western marches. It was a giant goat, an actual giant with flesh and blood. We fought it.
She's like, you're pulling my leg. I'm sorry,
I promise you I would not. I mean no jest, and would not insult you by attempting to lie about this. But I cannot provide any proof of its veracity, or I barely remember it at all. But Gareth was there. And afterwards, we went out on a lake in the boat. And that was when Merlin spoke a spell of some sort. And the hand reached out of the water and gave him Excalibur.
The Lady of the Lake. Yes.
I'm sure you remember the trial that maybe you do.
Yeah.
I spoke ill of Merlin there because I feared for my life and my family's fortune. But I can't deny that they happened, that I experienced this, and yet I find myself not able to grasp a hold of it, not able to figure out what it means, why I would be involved at all. Could this stone be part of that?
It could be. It couldn't be. I'm not an expert to how these things work. But what concerns me is your oath and renouncement of Merlin. Now, Merlin has a lot of friends on the other side, or so they say.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have angered a few of them. I mean, if you believe in that sort of thing.
I think that
I would be careful about your curiosity.
I think that I must believe in it, because to not would be to deny my own experience.
I mean, for your own fortune. Yeah, she's not questioning your belief. She's questioning like you're gonna have bad luck.
Oh,
Right?
sure. Yeah,
Like you're gonna
I
get
you.
you're gonna get a bunch of like goblins and coming in and stealing your crap.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
you know, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Could you arrange for someone to come by, someone I could talk to,
Yeah,
perhaps make amends for my false witness?
yeah. I'll talk to some druids. I'll talk to my circle and see what we can do. Thank you for this.
Feel free whenever you're here to visit. I'll have it cleaned up.
Cool. I think
Yeah,
that'll be
that's fine. We can instinct it. But I think Erwin now will start maintaining it.
yeah. That's the question. Is really is like the place isn't good unless it's maintained.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, getting a druid out here to basically commune and make sure that your spirituality is safe, or your like not like karma, but like, you know what I mean? What your fate is.
Yeah.
What's the balance of your fate to these powers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my understanding, and I think I have a different understanding y'all about spiritual and worldly, was that spiritual is like whatever your religion is, you're that spiritual, and your worldly is just you don't care. You're involved in like temporal matters.
It's a little unclear in the book.
Okay.
I've always thought of it as spiritual is the high-minded sort of thinking about the unseen world, right? The what happens after you die, and worldly is very much material. That's why you roll against worldly sometimes to see if you'll like indulge in not in like food or drink, but like going to a party or enjoying a festival.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
This is kind of like deeply weird, but in terms of religion in general, I don't think this is maybe my ignorance as well, but I don't think paganism has a lot of metaphysicality to it. Like some of the beliefs of paganism is that that is as real as anything else. That the idea that there is this that's just a truth. Like that's just it exists. These things exist in the world. They're not like invisible angels that you know these are. It's just as real, and I think that's kind of what it represents. So in a way, spiritual is more like the Christian version of theology, as opposed to everything else.
As long as we're on the same page, I think that's what's important.
Like, yeah, maybe paganism doesn't embrace the idea of like a platonic realm, a realm of ideals that is somewhat necessary to a Christian notion of heaven.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, the way I had it in my head is not so much secular versus metaphysical, but more literally like Christian theological hierarchy versus everything else.
Versus everything else, yeah. I mean, certainly that tracks. Like if like the realm of fairy and the other world is like tied to this place as opposed to existing outside of it.
Yeah, it does exactly. It doesn't exist outside of it. It's just as real as anything else. Is the big idea. Yeah.
Cool.
There's a really good blog about this. I don't know. I don't have it on hand, but I will link it in the doobly-doo at the end of this for YouTube and stuff. But it's basically a religion, the comparative religions, like Brad's OSR player describing why most faith and religions in games is kind of bogus, and it kind of all represents the Christian perspective in general, because this is really how faiths work. And I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Is it that well, we can talk about it. I've seen a blog post similar to that.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, where were we?
Cool.
Feasting time?
Yes.
Feast. Awesome. Appearance tests. I think living below normal. I don't think we've ever done it, but I think living below normal should probably cost you in your appearance, because you're probably wearing the same shit you wore last year. Like a -1, but that doesn't matter here.
Oh,
so close.
No, I wanted that crit.
Below the salt.
All right, let's see.
Now.
Okay, I didn't roll fashion. Right, you roll fashion first.
That modifies your appearance. But you have to spend money, I thought, to modify. Oh, no, that just modifies it. No, you're right. You're right. You roll fashion first, technically.
Okay, so if I have fashion 0, never mind.
Oh.
I thought the same way. And then I was like, oh, wait, I got nothing. All right. So he actually passed his appearance.
So a fashion roll, it's +2 per 1 Liebem sprint. Sorry, a fashion roll, a crit on your fashion roll will give you +2 to your app roll per $1 spent. A fail just gives you 0. That just qualifies your as a modifier to your appearance roll, like a skill test. Okay. Now here's a question for you, Colin. And here's actually more. It's a question for Gareth. You should probably be expecting to be seated a little higher than below the salt, given everything you've done.
Oh yes.
Do you feel
slighted?
Yeah. Do you feel slighted at all about this? Like, do you feel like this is something you bring up to the seneschal and like flex a little bit?
I don't think Gareth wants to, because he's trying to be a better person. But yes, I think he's struggling with that feeling. And in fact, I would like to roll like modest versus proud right now.
Exactly.
Okay, I failed proud, and I succeeded modest. So I think Gareth has that instinct. His first instinct is like, why?
I'm sorry, what table?
Yeah, but then he's like, okay, I'm a knight. That was the whole point of that fight, was to be a knight and save Salisbury, not glorify myself. So
you don't have to flex because you know you got it.
Yeah.
Where you sit, it doesn't change who you are.
Awesome.
Says Erwin, who usually slums it at below the salt. Yeah.
Cool. So Sir Erwin is near the salt. Sir Gareth is below the salt. And we can begin.
Good old Eastern Sarum. Oh, waiting on me to draw.
You do have the most glory, right?
Yes. Draw.
And it's still 3, right? It's like the next level's 6,000.
Yes.
All right, here we go. So we got. Looks like we got. It's doing that thing again where it's not letting me zoom in.
Do you want to listen to some bardcore while we do it?
Yeah, let's do it. What did we do last time this happened where I couldn't zoom in? I remember there was a quick
Z.
fix for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Click it
Z
and then
isn't, Z is not working.
Left click on it doesn't automatically. So you left click on it and then hit Z. Doesn't work.
Not work.
Yeah, I think
This happened last
zoom in.
time, but I don't remember what we did. I'm gonna refresh Zoom real quick.
I can hit Shift Z and force it to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have a host card.
Yeah, which takes precedence.
Yep. Host calls for a toast. Oof. Post courtesy, all players.
Okay. Host has to pose courtesy, all players.
Yep, so there's go around doing toasts for the year. I think while it says the host, I think this is actually Duke Ulfius, because he kind of gets the flex on everyone here. Speaking of flexing.
Fair. He's still a titled lord.
Yeah.
Not some jumped up seneschal.
Courtesy.
All right.
Fail.
Yep, same.
Okay.
Chat united in coming and realizing what is playing right now.
You don't make a complete idiot of yourself, but nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else. Yeah.
All right, you all get through it, no problem.
Yeah, no one won.
No one won. I feel like I really know what kind of skills Gorthrin's gonna have.
I would also like to mention, I do a house rule in Pendragon where I pretty much, whenever there's an order of scenes or whenever there's sort of an order of precedence of stuff, I always defer to the person with the highest glory. Sort of like if it was Dungeon Crawl Classics, I'm going to target the person with the lowest luck on a random effect. right? It's for me, it's the easy way of deciding.
Yep. Okay. Looks like I also got a host, a lady, and you. You interact with a lady at the start of each round. You can keep this card or discard it. If you keep it, +1 geniality per round. Cannot draw cards while you keep this one.
Ooh.
That would be as though I'm near the salt.
Yeah.
Is this Ulfius's? Is
I
this
was gonna
Countess?
say, yeah. I think it was the Countess. That makes sense. Well, I think she probably starts off saying something like she apologizes for your placement. Forgot how the other way, but we want to thank you for everything you've done. However, we had to make room for Ulfius's retinue.
Understood, my lady. I'm gonna wait. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it actually. 'Cause I like drawing cards. Plus, the main benefit at the end there. That would be awesome. That would be incredible if I were not married already.
That would be
right.
Yeah.
Imagine that would fulfill the promise I made to my wife. But
I feel like there's a part of me that thinks that if you were a savvy enough player to do that, that would almost be like retiring your character as well, because we'd just be playing completely different games where you're a little
Earl of Salisbury,
right. Or just it would be a way different game. What's her daughter's? What's the daughter's name? I have it in my notes.
Jenna.
Kinwyn. Kywin.
All right.
Awesome. New round.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Am I gonna keep that?
Oh my god, I have on the wrong screen. I'm sorry, y'all. Again, amateur hour here on the production team.
Looks like I got
I have to do everything manually. I don't have my stream deck set up, so apologies.
Why did you give me a geniality?
Your card gives you because you got your card gives you, and I messed up.
Yep.
I was like, that card says 1.
Yeah. So I have
double host card.
I got double host card.
Your
so
choice.
Host calls for a hunt, which yikes, do not have good hunting or falconry. However, sage advice. I think that's the one I'm going to play. So that's intrigue.
Okay. My first thought is so you get this card a lot, which is really fun.
Yeah.
It's like all the people from Silchester. Remember when we were at Silchester and they were asking us about the fucking Salisbury beetles?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like it's all the people we interacted with fucking there who are still following Ulfius around.
They're like, oh yes, here we are, these country knights.
How parochial.
Right. So I get my geniality bonus to this roll, for intrigue.
Yes.
And then I've got, this is second round, so I got 2. So this is going to be rolling against a 16 here.
Nice.
There we go.
Hey, there you go. Success.
There we go.
Another 2 geniality.
I think it's nice.
What do you think the contents of the council is about?
Ooh. The host seeks your counsel.
It could be as simple as a seating issue. It could be as more complex as what is the current geopolitics. Yeah.
So I think this is the Duke, right? Like he's acting as host.
Yeah.
Or is he? Yeah. I think it's either.
I'm offering that as an option, but the Seneschal is obviously a totally valid option as well.
Yeah.
The Countess is an option.
Okay.
Any sort of super big person that would always be at the high table every year.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the Seneschal asking for advice about how to handle the Duke.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just let him here.
Yeah, he's like a lion amidst our poor leaderless flock.
You think? Yeah, I think maybe he's going to say, you think he has any surprises for us?
It's possible, although when I met with him, he seemed quite overburdened with problems, and that he would prefer we not become another. So hopefully no surprises.
So,
yeah.
Well, then my lord
Everyone's
is
great inside.
He's going to take the Countess away, isn't he?
Undoubtedly, yes.
There goes my chance of marrying her, right? I shouldn't do anything about it, should I?
I think that would be a very bad idea, my lord.
Right.
They are our only allies.
This close. This close.
Just give a pat on the shoulder. There'll be another.
Right? Yeah, right? Like, I could have married a duke's daughter, man. So close. But you had to show up here and get wrecked.
Yeah.
What's going on? Are all these the trash cards at the bottom?
At the very bottom, yeah.
Okay. Let me get rid of those.
I decided to discard. I can't give up my love of drawing cards.
Yeah,
I
got you.
Serving Gore flirts. Nah, not gonna pick that one. But be valorous, right? That seems like super relevant. But also gossip. Holy shit!
Nice.
I could keep this, and then next turn, gossip with a +10. That gives me a 25 intrigue. I could find out basically anything I need.
Mm-hmm.
That's value.
Or any card. Yeah, or any skill. Like, you could just do an intrigue turn, or gossip, courtesy. You could get a
yeah. So
it's a power card, but it's like you gotta charge up your combo.
Yeah, and the other one is Buku Glory, right? That
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could pass Valorous, so and that'd be 2 + 1, 3. That's 30 glory at the end of this. I like gossip in this case. You overhear some interesting conversation. I think Gareth is like trying to take it to heart where he is, and he's not doing his usual thing where he's like finding boots to lick, you know? Like I think he's like sitting and listening to people around him, not jumping into conversations, not glad handing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with gossip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with gossip. It's called character development. Yeah.
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 I'm proud
Learning
of you.
about I like it too. Learning about like the status of the Countess of Fridachan, what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Just just picking up a little bit. Not here, no.
Okay, it's just Duke Ulfius. He's the only special guest.
She's making the rounds to everybody, right?
To forecast to Eric.
Yeah.
What I want to learn about next round when I do my intrigue test. Gareth wants to know, there's power vacuum. Who's running head first towards that? Who do I have to head off at the pass?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
because we got names. We already know some names, but it's the question of like which ones are fine with status quo, which ones have given up, which ones have redoubled.
Well, I'll give you this for sure, that like you've been hanging out around Ulfius enough to know that one of Ulfius's main reasons here is to kind of legitimize what you won, right? And make sure that no one's immediately going to make a move this year on you, right? And he's kind of giving you the seal of approval, right? In his indirect soft power way, right?
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm here. I'm gonna honor this, and me being the sole authority in power that can honor that, Saturius isn't going to start something, some lackey isn't going to start something, he is here just to make sure this is, seal of approval, rubber stamping what was already earned.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that other things won't happen, of course, but there's still a power vacuum. So like, it's not, I'm not invalidating it. I just want you to know that there is sort of like already an existing level of success that you've earned, right? I'm not going to, Personally, I would feel like it would be really, really shit for you to have a duel and put so much on the stake and then have that take that away for you for no reason. So as well.
No, but I don't feel like you would have, right? Because this was to stave off Statirius. Yeah. And we always knew that the wolf at the door was the only thing keeping everyone from tearing each other apart in Salisbury. So it's good that he's here to make that easier, but I don't think me or Jim thought the duel had anything to do with the inter-Salisbury politics that were bubbling.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Same page then.
Yeah. It's going to come down to what Sir Sewell and then Sir Jaren.
I can't believe you all didn't call me out on this shit, but you didn't ask me what food's being served.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's
roast.
pheasant roast.
We got
Ooh,
some roast this year. Wow.
We got
bird.
roast pigeon. I feel bad for pigeons ever since I found out how they're like dogs
toxic.
they're like dogs in how we like bred them to be something totally different. But unlike dogs, we didn't keep them, and now we hate them and call them like air rats and stuff. Like poor pigeons.
Oh,
pigeons are abandoned dogs.
I thought you were talking about people who wear them in the costumes in Fall Guys.
Oh no, they're toxic. Fuck them. Yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Oh, man.
Misread.
I think I'm missing 4 geniality from my last card.
So what goes on is that I don't give you the coins for the card. Just keep the card near you, and then at the end that counts at the top right.
Gotcha.
That counts as your 2 geniality, rather than exchanging it and removing the card. That's sort of your record. And then each round you get one.
I got rid of mine only because it had like a persistent effect, and I didn't want to like confuse myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was curious.
Good question though.
Like, depending on what roll, it might give me like a +7.
Yeah, I might have done it one way in the past, and now I'm doing it a different way.
I got another host card.
Wow.
Host passes by. Let's see.
Your host comes by and speaks with you about a topic dear to your heart. Your strongest passion.
Ooh. Strongest passion
Honor?
is love for his wife.
Aw.
Yeah. And the next highest is loyalty. Although at this point I don't know to who. Although I'm assuming it'd be like to the wishes of Roderick. Yeah. Actually, I kind of like it being because a lot of Erwin's family were very much like that's what the Earl wanted. Like even though he's dead, it doesn't invalidate his wishes.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be passion for his for Lady Grade. Everybody's like, oh, not Erwin again with his fucking wife that he loves.
Collective groans.
Right. Not again. All right.
All right. Love a family. Easy pass.
Easy one.
And that was just an additional geniality.
Yeah, just +1 geniality.
All right. See, when a card's like a +1 geniality, then I will give you the token to represent it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
A rule that I discovered while I was preparing handouts for another Pendragon campaign that we've kind of neglected.
I just recalled all the cards like an idiot.
That's fine. We know what mine does.
I have mine.
It was a 2 and oh my god.
Yeah.
Small brain. The Beatles.
When you indulge or gossip or those other options, if you succeed on the check, you get a geniality. Which makes them a little more viable next to the absolute fountain of geniality that cards can be.
That is the card.
Yeah, so I just refreshed myself by going and looking at the handout I made because I was like, I feel like I read that and I was like, man, I think Erwin is owed a lot of geniality.
You get the geniality for succeeding though, not failing.
Yeah, for succeeding, and on a fumble you lose geniality. And on a crit, you double your geniality.
I think that actually works out as a wash in Erwin's favor.
Oh, that's
Remember we're talking about Erwin. I'm pretty sure that's a wash between all the fumbles and successes.
God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a real good friend with the household knights.
Yep. It's fine. Once again, I've remembered a rule exactly when it benefits me and not Jim. So.
Hey, that's the play.
Listen, if it was the other way around, I'd get suspicious.
Right. So, all right. So, like, generally, we know that there will be people kind of jockeying for position. Ulfius is here, meaning it's not going to turn into a civil war in Salisbury, right. But someone's going to try and step up. And Gareth is trying to keep his ear to the ground as to like, okay, if I have to Tanya Harding anyone, who is that? Just close my character sheet.
Yeah. Which one of the
Let me get
3
my
who has a
notes.
castle? Sorry, 4 that has a castle.
So,
Ooh, so close.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
very close
well-
to a crit.
No, it is a crit. You
Right,
rolled
'cause
over
it's
20.
Oh, yeah.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me look at the people who have castles. Your question is the intention behind your question is who is going to be the biggest problem this year?
Yeah.
I think it's Elad. Definitely not going to be Elad. He's feeling good. Sorry. I think it's Sir Jaren, the young one, the best swordsman.
The best swordsman, he's the one, he's not
The problem
Duke
is,
Plane,
yeah, no.
He's-
He's you mean the
or is he-
castle?
Yeah.
shit.
Or is he the
Uh,
northwest one?
Evil.
No, he's the
That's what I've got.
southern. He's the most southern one. Ebel.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's the young one. I think the conflict here is that Sir Jaren would actually love to help the Countess of Radichan, but he can't actually leave his place, without someone occupying it, and so that's sort of a big problem. And so he's going to try to like make some sort of deals and some sort of, Pax Salisbury, so he can go try to help her out. That's his intentions this year. Or, if he can't do it, then he's going to probably hire some mercenaries to help him. And then bringing mercenaries into Salisbury is also a bad call.
Yeah.
Despite whatever games tell you, mercenaries are freaking terrible. They're literally bandits with a letter of mark. Okay, that's like all they are.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They do not
Yeah,
care. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Stab me? Like I have a knife too, dude, and your money.
I'm a mercenary protecting your castle. Okay,
Yeah.
you're done with your job. Yeah, but I'm still in the castle, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like,
But he's going to hire mercenaries to watch Castle Elb.
right?
Yeah.
I don't. Jaren, you stupid fuck. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's got to chase his dream.
Live your
Get
life,
it.
man.
Of course.
YOLO.
Gareth gets it, but
I condone, but I don't understand. Yeah, I can understand, but I don't condone.
Gareth is gonna try and get Erwin's ear at some point and explain what he's heard.
Yeah.
Right.
And the upcoming problems.
Yeah. And I think Gareth's gonna be like, I think the Countess's council must survive, even though the Countess gone. We have two options, the way I see it. The first is to throw some meat before the wolf. If he needs power or some sense of glory, perhaps getting him a position in this council of some repute. The other option is to placate him, let him run off, and convince the council to resume patrols in Salisbury.
Yeah. I think
And
there's
we know
an
him as the wild card.
Yeah, he's probably the most wild card of all the castle holders. Something that I've neglected to mention, and I feel sorry about it, but this should definitely play into your political calculus. The fate of Lady Jenna is certainly at play. Not her life, but obviously she's free to marry. And that's the Earl. That's the earldom right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so, if some so maybe
Here's
I would like
what,
to complicate this, Colin.
Okay.
I think Sir Jaren. I think with the intrigue roll, I'm gonna retcon this a little bit because this is actually even better with such a good intrigue roll. So Jaren is hiring is going to hire mercenaries and do this and like go after the countess to get people to kind of like stop and kind of like play with him. But his real goal is Lady Jenna. Like he's kind of like making a smoke screen here to actually go after and stay here. But he needs cover to like make that sort of like maneuvering happen. And so this is actually all big ploy.
So he's hiring mercenaries as cover to watch his castle while he goes north. But he's actually going to use them to seize control of Sarum.
Or at least kind of help get the hand of Lady Jenna.
Or use leverage, yeah.
Leverage, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And the good news is we know that before
his plans happen. Yeah.
Before
because of
like
intrigue
early,
roll.
yeah.
So you learn about this because how do you know? Somebody like his squire let's say his squire tells you. Or like his squire like inadvertently reveals a part of the plan.
Oh. May I?
Yeah.
Yeah, his squire is shitting on my squire. Being like, yeah, when Lord Jaren is Earl of Salisbury, we're going to kill all the Saxons like you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Colin.
And Pendragon's just like,
what?
Yeah, what was that last part?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's great.
We not want Jaren to become Earl. Big Spoon, we do not want Jaren to be Earl.
I don't want anyone called a wild card in charge.
Yeah.
Anyone who's willing to bring in mercenaries to secure Salisbury does not fucking deserve Salisbury.
No.
He's basically like a version of Prince Madoc, where he is a fantastically competent warrior. He is
what a guy.
He is the encapsulation of the Age of Uther, right? Living again, but this is not the Age of Uther.
It's not the Age of Uther. No. So, here's my thought.
Yeah,
because we kicked this idea around a bit before the Statirius crisis. Was the idea of like this informal like the Confederation of the River, like uniting all those knights. I still think there's merit to that as a balancing act to this Ebel guy.
Does that include Sir Freyed?
Of course it does, because we hate him, so he's constantly going to be in our lives. Yeah, it's like some Curb Your Enthusiasm shit.
Yeah. Well, you can't let him loose. You gotta, can't let him loose. You got to keep him close. Yeah.
The other is, I think we need to find a way to formalize the council as not an advisor to the whoever runs Salisbury, but like an interim authority itself. Right now, like the council runs Salisbury, but officially, it doesn't, because we don't have the authority. So we need some way to like have an interim authority recognized. So we'll need to pitch that to Ulfius. Be like, we'll call it like the young council. Yeah, we'll call it the young council or something, or like the young table. And it's like, we are training young Jenna, right? She will be at all the meetings, but because she's not of age, the council itself will have her authority.
Yeah. There's only way we survive, because if it's just all informal, then anybody like Jaren can just.
Sorry, go ahead.
I honestly think we need both, right? Because like we need the council as that formal legal authority, but we also, I think, need the Confederation of the River to be the quiet like hammer of like, all right, like if someone's gonna try and make a play on Sarum, you have to deal with the river first.
Yeah. There needs to be some steel to back it up. It can't just be paper authority.
Yep.
Awesome.
So
cool.
Let's do it. I wonder if we could get Sir Huel. See, that's, you know what I mean? Or not,
that's a good idea.
Sir Huel, or Sir Ameg, because he's, I forget which one really.
Ameg,
in Duplain.
The sheep hound.
Yeah. Possible. Although no one has asked what Lady Jenna wants.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
She's 9. It does.
No, she's 14.
We can.
Yeah, that's right. She's 14.
I guess it has been like it has been
Literally,
4 years.
You're like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay, that's actually better. That's better because it means she's approaching the age where she would become a maid, right? The counterpart, whatever the counterpart to the squire is for stewards, that's what she would become. Yeah, time suddenly caught up with Colin, the person, as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Legitimized power, that's what the church is for, isn't it? Arbalian, I mispronounced your username, but that's an idea.
Yeah.
Time to use all of the power, all
the
tools and mechanisms of authority.
The Anarchy is just us constantly having to play seesaw in Fall Guys. That's all it is.
In the best way. Just every time you are trying to be a rational power gamer in a world of irrational megalomaniacs.
Yeah.
In the best of ways when I say that, right? You're like, how you're trying to be Machiavelli and, in a world when everyone's just playing checkers.
Wonder how much influence Tathan has with the Bishop of Sarum.
He has a considerable amount, enough that he wasn't willing to risk any chance in besmirching himself so he can be named the next one. Like, he's ingratiating himself with him.
Yeah. That was the impression I got from last time we played.
They already helped us by annulling the marriage, remember? Like, that was one of the steps that we had to take. And they were willing, they were down with that. So we might still have... Tathan has been such a good asset for Irwin.
It's something that I've definitely have not tread a lot into this game, but I've tried to not present priests as sort of these sticks in the mud, instead of rather than being the lubricant that let other people do things.
Because all right.
I feel like I haven't shown enough people being stubborn in the clergy. But I'll think about it.
I don't know. I think Father Caradic's pretty stubborn.
Yeah, like you get them, but they're typically in the lower ranks. Like one to be in a powerful position, you're either are extremely well connected and know somebody, or you actually know how to get things done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I think approaching the church somehow would be a good way, if only to get a what do they call it? Float a balloon, see if they'll oppose or support.
Oh, yeah. Trial balloon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All
right. Call it the young Witten, right? The Saxon. It would be the Saxon. So with the council that they the Witten, I think is what they called it.
So the trial balloon of legitimizing the council.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. That's some good stuff for me to work on for next session.
Yep.
Cool.
Really, all we need is the council to be recognized when it says something. It's not a suggestion. It might as well come from the Earl, who doesn't exist.
Yeah. If all the grandees and power players within Sarum and Salisbury at large are like, no, this is how it's going to be, then one outlier, they just be by themselves.
Right.
Not even, they're the ones who are splitting, breaking the unity. So, yeah.
And look,
it's a house of cards, but
worst case scenario, we take off our livery and build some trebuchets, and maybe it's our first inter-Salisbury raid,
I see that coming,
speaking of which, who you all paying this year?
Oh, yeah.
Siagrius and the Astrologies have not been paid for 2 years. Kinwick has been continuing to be paid. You have Aya and the Sussex Saxons. You have Aeselswith and the Essex Saxons. You have Brastius and the Knights of Logris. Who do you want to give your money to?
Brastius and the Knights of Logris is given.
You don't want them coming in. Again, those
No.
are like the leftover. They're basically a mercenary company now.
Yeah, it's not. We don't want them just camping our fields.
Yeah, and those
Yeah. I
for
would
what
say
it's worth, Jaren cannot afford Brastius and those group.
yeah, but like you,
You
said,
gotta have
a
deep
mercenary
pockets
group
for those
is
people,
yeah.
right? Because they know their power and they know they can king make. So like they're like, well, then what's the
Yeah.
deal?
Pay me to not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people are paying me to not get involved. So how are you gonna? Is ultimately how it is.
One of these days, I'm instead of tribute to Siagrius, I'm just gonna send him the coin
Ooh, nice.
in a box, like a giant box you normally put the treasure in, and at the bottom is just the fucking challenge coin.
Yeah.
On principle, Gareth will never pay Siagrius.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know it's like the more you don't pay, the more likely they are to come fuck your shit up, but like
Yeah.
I can't, man.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't see how
He's not
we could
particularly
justify it.
popular. Yeah.
No, given that he's
Who did we pay
responsible
last
for this
year?
whole mess, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
you paid
last
two
year we
people
paid-
last year. You played Prince Kinrick, and
Kinrick
you paid
and then
Knights of Logris.
East Saxons.
No, I have
No.
Brastius and Knights of Logris
Wessex.
folded. No?
Do we just do that again?
Prince Kinrick and Wessex was
Wessex.
folded.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like we do that again. I don't. What do you think, Jim?
That's what I think. Like the Knights of Logris is given, and something about the claim that Kenrick has, the fact that there's something like the fact that he felt confident enough to come over from Brittany and start staking out a claim tells me that he must have some base of power that we don't want to set off, you know.
And if
he
we're
has
talking,
the Isle of Wight, which is
Yeah.
the southern little island.
Yeah.
which is that southern, and doesn't that sit at the terminus of the Ebble River?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, we're definitely paying Isle of Wight then.
Yeah,
he's
I
kind
think
of
same as last year. Yeah.
And I think philosophically, which is not a consideration our knights are probably going to be making, but like these Saxons from Brittany, they're related to the ones from Vortigern, right? When Vortigern had the Saxons, and then there were the people who were like, we're gonna get out of here because this shit sucks. They went to Brittany.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's also kind of where Nesta comes from. Nesta is one of the families that didn't get kicked out.
Okay.
But
Okay,
it's
I'm
that same
good.
legacy.
I think I'm good doing this again because the others, I'm all right
You
fighting
can roll
them.
the dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. There's two final points of order here. The Duke. One of the reasons why the Duke is here, in addition to get his daughter back, is to suggest to the council that you should pay King Aya and the Sussex Saxons, and that is his belief that they are the strongest or will be the strongest. However, he does not recommend that you, there's no need to. I'm not vassalizing to him or anything like that, but he seems the most likely to make a move.
I'm out on top.
That's Sussex.
Yeah,
That's Sussex. That's King Ale. He's the guy we were fighting for like half our life.
Yep.
That's true. I mean, if we skip a year on Wessex, that's a.
We're gonna skip anyone. I think it would be we should skip Brastius.
Brastius.
Yeah.
That's true. He doesn't have like a renewing base of support. He's pretty much just got the remnants, and as they chip away, his base will chip away. All right, I have no problem. Wessex and Sussex.
Okay.
It's not really a good look paying only Saxons, but
I think
needs must these days. Needs must.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do what you got to do.
The last thing that comes in to Easter is a late message coming from Cornwall. King Idris has conquered Tintagel Castle, or I guess I should say Lord Idris, who has now become self-proclaimed King of Cornwall, has now conquered Tintagel.
Okay, so next year we're going to be paying him tribute as well.
So he's new player.
A new player enters.
Player 6 has joined the game. Diablo's forces grow stronger.
The Anarchy sucks.
Yep.
Who let this happen?
All right.
Well, we didn't go on that quest to find Siagris with Madoc.
Could have.
Could have.
Could have.
It changed everything.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, then. That would be the game.
That's it. It's the game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Excellent.
All right, let's do some outros.
We should probably add our glory for the finishing of that.
Yeah, definitely calculate your glory and stuff. Yeah, you're super far away. I remember how long it took the Saxons to march to you. It took like 2 years, right? Like this could just be a fad. This guy might get blown over tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I got 90.
Yeah, you got plenty of
I
time.
only got 30 this time. It's all right. I think next after this adventure coming up, I'm finally gonna get hit 5,000.
Yeah.
Hey, good stuff. The big 5. All right, Jim.
Yes. All right.
Take us out.
Yeah, so I am Jim, of course, and you can find me over on WebDM. That's a YouTube channel where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop role-playing games in general. And occasionally, although it's been quite a while since I've had a video there, we have WebDM Plays, which is where our Twitch shows and actual plays get archived. Yeah, that's about it. My Cobalt Press game's over, and this is all I have, and it's all I need. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much else you need in life.
No.
What is best in life?
Good game of Pendragon.
Yeah. Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin Volcanet. I am a garbage game designer, and you can check out my garbage games on the link I'm about to drop, phantomrollbooth.itch.io. Additionally, I have written a 5th edition adventure for a zine called Eat the Rich Revolution. Find that on DriveThruRPG. Drop that link as well. Check it out. Keep an eye on my Twitter, which is @ColinLikeIC. That's usually where I'll announce new stuff that I'm dropping. There should be one coming soon. The little teaser, you get the little teaser. It's called The Neon Beast and Where It Feeds. So
Nice.
that's me.
Cool. You know who I am, so I'm gonna spend my time answering Zoon's question about whether or not Colin won a game of Fall Guys, and he did. We were in a final situation with like 3. It was 3 of us versus 2 toxic pigeons, and so there were 3 of us in the call who decided to cooperate and decide whoever wins, as long as a pigeon loses, is a victory. And Colin inadvertently got he worked hard and got the tail that time, and so we
Grabbed
won.
so many toxic pigeons.
It was good. All right, yeah. So, anyways, thank you all so much. We'll be back next week. This week, stay tuned for this weekend. I'm gonna get on here and 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Next, yeah.
Sorry, 2 weeks from now. But I will be up here next weekend. Doing the preps anyways. I tend to do it Sunday mornings. That tends to be my favorite time. All right, you all. Thank you so much. So no session next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay. And with that, I think I'm gonna kind of stay online, but I'm gonna go get some food real quick, and I'm gonna play some Fall Guys. But I'm just going to go to the pause screen. So thank you all so much for hanging out.
All right. See ya.
I guess.